Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Valen, and this is Magical Mischief Tour. Now with more dragons. Well, I mean, it's the same thing, but I now have two dragons. I believe this to be a male, and that to be female. I tamed another one in the in-between of the episodes. And I have updated the list. We've got plenty to do today. Hopefully we'll be able to get through all of it. If not, well, we'll just continue on next time. Also, I found out that I was doing these things wrong. So if I take one of these schematics, I guess I need to like sneak place it on here, and then I can use it. But anyway, let's get into this. I've been doing more, praying to the gods of Eidolon over there. I do have the Undergarden as the main thing, and the reason we need to go there is for a DNA sampler. If you're not familiar with the Caged Mobs mod, you should be. This is an optional mod in this mod pack, but it is something that can get you mob drops for free. And in order to get it, you just need to, spend a whole bunch of iron, which makes sense. But you need to then get a DNA sample of the mob, poke the mob with it, and then you put that in your mob cage. If it's a hopping mob cage, it'll automatically harvest the drops. If it's just a regular mob cage, you'll have to click on it. But then it'll act just like the botany pots. And it needs Utherium ingots, some kind of glass, and a block of clogram. And you can get these in the Undergarden. So this is exactly what I'm going to do for this DNA sampler. And there's 3 different levels of them. This is just for mundane mobs, so I can get, poke things like a chicken or something like that, and it'll be fine. But if I use it on a boss or some hefty mob, it won't work. But that's the ultimate goal for going to the Undergarden. That and the Undergarden is just really darn cool. But that aside, with the bounty board in place, I've been completing a whole bunch of farming bounties. It's been my primary thing here. It's been really nice having all of these things constantly making me these, because if you look on the bottom left down here, I have 8 coins, which means that I can actually make a market and use that. I need to take out one of these coins. There we go. I now have a nickel, which can be used to make the market. And of course, the 4 corners of this, the gold chip, will require more iron and gold. So let me get those going. There we go. 1 gold chip will be, or 4 gold chips will be made by 1 crafting recipe. So it's not that expensive. The market itself then uses them plus a few more ingots, and I now have a market. I actually feel pretty darn happy about this. All right, and there we go. I now have a market here. And if you click on here, you can see all these things that you can buy. Most of them are trinkets, but down here you can also see that you can get a half a stack of ink sacks, ender pearl, and you can also sell stuff for money as well, like shadow gems and different mixtures of foods or different items from different mods, encouraging you to try and, use them. And if you want, you could even get some of these rare discs in here, or you can make, you can drop in 16 of these discus. Thank you again, Hades, and you'll get yourself, some money for that. So anyway, if I want some of these trinkets, all I need to do is hold shift to see what they do. I think I might just do the lunch bag just so that I have something right now. That used up 1 penny, and I think I'm going to get a stack of these, or a half a stack of those, and I'll leave the ender pearl because I think I'm going to use it, but I think I also have enough. Actually, you can see here I already have this, but I don't have any trinkets available. So if I use this little lunch bag here, there we go, it is now unlocked. I can put this in place, and I now have a chance of getting a small buff of saturation potion when eating, and I have a chance of getting bones when killing animals. So there's at least a little bonus. But there is something else I wanted to make real quick before I leave into another dimension, and that is a recall amulet. It's pretty darn handy for getting back to your home bed. Just needs 4 ender pearls, 4 gold ingots, and a diamond, and you can use it once every so often to teleport back to your spawn point set according to where you clicked on your bed. There we go, 1 recall amulet, and I don't need to use it right now, but I will put it in my backpack so that I can teleport back much simpler, not need to worry about getting lost in a dimension or something like that. But let's actually look to see how we can get into another dimension. Let's go to the tour guide. It has lots of information in there about different things, including the market and bounties and the dimensions. The Undergarden. Deep beneath the bedrock lies many mysterious realms. One is called the Undergarden. To travel there, you need to build a portal and a catalyst. The portal is built the same way as a classic nether portal, but made out of stone bricks, and it's activated using the catalyst on the bottom inner frame of the portal frame. And there we go, it's just stone bricks. The catalyst is just another diamond, some iron, and gold. Not a problem. There we go, one catalyst and a bunch of stone bricks. Now to pick out a spot that I can actually have a portal. But before I do, let's check the bounties for the potion seller degree, because they're just the best potions. Do we have anything that I can afford? Nether stars, Heart of the Sea and nether stars. Oh, there's one for 8, Phantom Membrane. Slime and bat wings. I will take that if I still can. Do I have enough for this? I'm kind of excited. I do. I have 8 phantom membranes. All right, that'll work. Bat wings and slime wings. I'll take it. I'll take it. This allows me flight. Oh, right. I need to click on the button. Gosh. Okay, I'm just so excited. All right, so I have my options. I have these 2 potion bottles. I can drink them and they'll last until I die, or until I drink a bottle of bat's blood, which is just you take an empty bottle and click it on a bat. I think I'm going to go with the bat wings because that's more appropriate for the Undergarden. Right here, let's actually kind of go backwards a little bit here, and I'm going to drink. And there we go. I now have wings. It's awesome. Look at these things. Just jumping around a little bit. They kind of flap around. It actually needs a little bit of height. There we go. But if you want to take off with them, you want to hit the R key, which actually, here, let me go back into third person. Press R and you'll start taking off. If you don't move when you do that, you'll instantly land again. So you're going to want to move in the direction that you want. Careful you don't run into any leaves. And look at this. Talk about ease of building. Look, I can now build up on the roof. The chimney's on fire. It's fine. And you also get a slow fall effect. So if I am up on this up here by the chimney and I jump off, whee! It doesn't hurt me, so I no longer need to worry about fall damage. And now we can go pick out a spot for the portal. Alright, and now, there we go. We now have our portal to the Undergarden, that's great. Okay, and it didn't use up any, durability or anything like that on this, which is even better. But my food stores seem to be a bit lacking. I mean, I've got lots of ingredients, but nothing that's really filling. I mean, I'm looking here and like bread is like the best thing that I've got, which is pretty pathetic, really. So I'm going to need to start making some up. Before I go, I think I'm going to get into a little bit of cooking. And for that, I'm going to make a crock pot. Yep, that's right, a crock pot. But I'm also going to make a little something extra. And that's because, oh yes, a barrel, perfect. I found that, is there a chest in here too? There is a chest, I can use that. I found that you can automate crock pots to an extent, and this is exactly what I want to accomplish, is by putting a hopper underneath it. Otherwise, only one meal is made at a time. This will automatically allow for the meals to be pulled out every single time. There we go, and then I put this crock pot down, and this is only a tier 1 crock pot. If you look up, there are a couple other tiers as well, the Crock Pot Plus and the Crock Pot Max Super, but they are upgrades of the previous levels, so as I don't have these ingredients as of yet, I won't be able to get the super saturating foods that I could potentially have. But at the very least, I could make something better. Going to the Crock Pot book from the tour guide there, we can then go into the recipes and you can look at all the different things in here that there is to make. I think I've used fish sticks in the past. How am I doing for fish? I've got 6. That's not that good. What do I have a lot of? Oh, I've got a lot of these. Interesting. Okay, let me take account of what different crops I have and see if I can come up with something that might be halfway decent. Alright, here we go. Stuffed eggplant. This looks like it might be pretty good. Requires in the crock pot by adding at least 1 eggplant and 1 extra vegetable, and it takes 30 seconds to cook. So let's see. I've got different kinds of eggplants. Those are aubergines, and that counts as veggie. Let's see if I can find the other one here. And apparently using eggplants or aubergines, I am still getting stuffed eggplants nonetheless. And I don't know if this has any special properties, because some of the things you can make with Crock Pot will give you special benefits, like healing or defensive or sometimes even bad stuff. But what I'm going to do is take a bunch of these and put them all in the Crock Pot so that I can get a whole bunch of these filled up. There we go. I say we head out with what I have, because otherwise it'll take a while. Each cook takes 30 seconds or something like that, so that could be some time. I've got a few here. I've got some bread. I think I'll be alright. I might take a little bit more bread just to be certain, and I'll switch these out. The bread will be my emergency food, and the eggplant will be my main food. But I think we're going to go now into the Undergarden in search of those DNA sampler materials. Here we are in the Undergarden. It might take a few seconds for it to load in, but then once it does, it's a very pretty place, but also rather spoopy. So be very aware. There will probably be a little bit of lag if you fly around or progress too quickly, because these water streams will be coming down in different areas. I need to put a marker here. Yeah, using your map, by the way, does not work. Your mini-map works, but that's about it. There we go. I now have a portal waypoint set and ready. So let's go check out some of the wildlife here. I'm already familiar with these guys. They're not the friendliest. No. And they are weak to my bleeding effect, and they have Ultheric shards, which can be used to make Utherium nuggets, which can be used to make Utherium ingots, which, if I'm not mistaken, that's right, is the needle of the DNA sampler. So we're going to need a whole bunch of those. Yes, a bunch of rotten metal that is combined together to make this. Ooh, and there's some more stuff down here, but there's a bunch of, like, this purple goop. You really don't want to get into that. And you have to be careful, of course, of the dreadfish from Druidcraft. Oh man, they're very dangerous. Oh, Clogram. This is one of the ores that we are in need of as well. So this is going to help us out. There's also a coal variant for the Undergarden. You can basically have kind of a playthrough in this dimension, I guess, to a point. I mean, there isn't too much in here, but there is a lot of just different stuff and materials. Think of it as like a really, really early Betweenlands type mod. And I'm just going to pick up some of this other stuff that got washed away. We got, what, ditch bulbs, which can be used... Uh-oh. I hear a dude coming. And there's a really big chunky boy over there. I don't even want to mess with that right now. But what can this be used for? Oh, it's like a fire. It's like... Okay, so it's like coal. Whoa! Dreadfish. Okay. We're in a biome right now that is actually really dangerous. Oh, great. You're going to come at me, aren't you? Rot beast. Ow! Okay. Oh, and you dropped a whole bunch of those shards. 12. Okay, this is actually looking promising. But I also see some smoke. Oh. Others have been here. And there's smoke over there, too. This is a great place to find the little campsites. Actually, come here. I need your etheric shards as well. Be easy enough to farm these guys in this biome, but I think exploring elsewhere is also important, especially when there's loot to be had. So let's head over here, and there's a lot of chests. This is good. I see one of them is on some TNT. Let's mine that up, because that doesn't look good. I think this was a trap somebody set, but they all look lootable. And there's a giant piranha-looking fish out here. Hello. You're a gwib? Oh, and you hurt me. Okay, well, I hurt back. Do you drop anything good? XP. Okay, good to know. I got a blue bomb. Alright, so let's try this bomb. I'm going to try right-clicking, and hopefully I don't blow myself up. Okay. That was interesting. I'll have to keep those in the future, knowing how they work now. Oh, gosh. Okay, I forgot that there are mimics might be at some of these campsites. Oh, my first Mimic necklace increases the wearer's movement speed after taking damage. I would put it on, but I would prefer to randomly absorb projectiles. Oh my gosh, what the heck? That's a baby rot thing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. That was just really weird. It slay all the kinds of the rot spawn. Okay, yeah, I definitely did that. That was less than pleasant. Okay, so I just realized why I'm getting some ingots on occasion. It's because I've got a blessing from Hades giving me auto smelt, which is kind of useful in some ways, kind of not in others. But, no, fish die. Okay. As you can see, we're getting into some other biomes, a little bit more interesting. We're in a forgotten field now, which, wait, was those? There's like little slime tunnels? And what are you, a dweller? Can I click on you? No. Alright, let's find out what you drop. Oh, there's a slug. Look at this little guy. Oh my gosh, he's not little at all. Oh, you're leaving a big mess. Okay, and can I harvest this stuff? Well, not with a sword at least. But raw dweller meat. Cooked. Oh my gosh! Those look like they're really worth harvesting and getting a DNA sample of, if I'm to say so myself. And look here, we have some mushrooms that are pretty darn handy. If you're looking for more ink sources, these are pretty good, because you can straight up turn them into black dye. They won't work as ink sacs, but they're really good just for the black dye itself if you do need that. Gloom gourds, okay. And you can use them to make a potion of virulent resistance? Oh. That actually sounds pretty important to some mobs that I might run into. I have to admit, having the wings right now is just really, really awesome. I love having this option. Phantoms, I've never welcomed so much as I have before. But you can see the edges of the biomes just kind of hovering in these little sky islands and stuff. There's still so many more biomes to go. What the heck? This one is smog spires? There's like these big spires of smog. Okay, I guess that makes sense for the name at least. What are these? Blisterberries. That doesn't sound very good to me. And I got rotten blisterberry and blisterberries. Oh wow, those are actually really good. And they don't have any use for anything short of just straight up being eaten. How are they? I've got haste? Oh wow. Those are actually pretty good. Sometimes I seem to be getting rotten ones, though. That's kind of weird. You can use the rotten ones to make blister bombs with twisty twigs. Okay, so those twisty twigs are made from wigglewood planks specifically in a certain manner, so I'd need to find wigglewood. Okay, I found wigglewood. That actually was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Jeez, you scared the heck out of me. You seem peaceful. Stoneborn. Oh, you trade for stuff. Oh. Oh, iron for regalium nuggets? I've got 4 iron. Let's do it. I got a bunch of regalium. I don't know what that does, but do you level up now? Does not seem as much. Let's check out the regalium nuggets. Besides making ingots or blocks, I guess that's all they're good for. Okay, well, now I've got some at least. Anyway, wigglewood planks. Take these and make twisty twig. Okay, and then put these in my crafting table. Make a blister bomb because I don't have a lot of those rotten ones. And let's try one of those. Oh, jeez. Okay, so that's throwable TNT. That stuff's really dangerous. And here we go. We're in a frosty area. We still have enemies attacking us at every turn, but this is pretty cool. Frozen deep turf blocks. Okay. And there's, oh, a bunch of the liquids that are flowing around seem to be frozen. This just seems to be the edge of it. I wonder if I can actually follow it further. Oh, oh. That Stoneborn is actually, oh, he was fighting the rot spawn and lost. That was unexpected. Alright, now to try and figure out how to get back to that spot. Alright, I'm using my backup wings, the slime wings, which look a little bit weird, but they do tend to kind of, I don't know, match my avatar at least. And they're more fairy-like. But at least I have a backup set and I can still fly. So, wish me luck. I'm going in with 2 golden apples and a grave finder. Gosh, this place is amazing to look at and fly through. Oh, and there's more of these. Oh, what the heck is that? Is that a big frog? The Gloomper. These guys are amazing. Hi. What lovely sounds you make as well. Oh, there's a shade there. This might be interesting. I might land over here, eat my apple, and then move in, get my stuff. There we go. I think that actually made Hades unhappy when I do that, but I don't know. The enemy that was here is just gone at this point. I don't know what the deal is with that. Let's throw these out for the moment. Sneak and right click to pick that up. And now I have this stuff on my back. I'm just going to put a bunch of this in my backpack. Okay, so I found some more enemies. I have no idea what that thing is, but it's being backed up. It makes crazy cat noises. Being backed up by one of those dreadfish. This is a nargoyle. Okay. Gosh, everything here seems to have so much health except for those little, like, rattling baby things. Alright, so I found a piece of sediment. I'm going to put a stick in here. Reason being is that I found out that the sediment can be used to turn into glass, which is one of the ingredients I need for the DNA sampler. Alright, I got exactly enough. So let's go into my inventory, move these out, make that block of clogram, glass, Lutherium ingot, and I now have a DNA sampler. Excellent. I just need to get this little guy here. You look pretty weak to me. I think I could probably use this on you. Yep, it turned green, so I know it's working. And what, did you spawn a dreadfish? Gosh. Okay. Well, I get some more nuggets. I'm going to head back now that I have my first one, because I can use this to make more. Alright, so now that I'm home, let's start making some of these ingredients so that I can make what I set out to do, and that is a hopping mob cage, which should work out pretty good. The only thing is I'm going to need some kind of specific item for it, because let's see. So by looking up etheric shards, which are things that have been dropping from the different rot creatures, and you see here there's a caged entities drop. Each one of these requires probably a much higher level one. Yeah, diamond or netherite DNA sampler. But the rotling just requires a regular one, and it'll make more of those etheric shards. But it does need some kind of deep turf block. So, that's going to be interesting. I need to figure out how to silk touch something without the use of Enderman coming and doing it for me. Here's the basic idea behind this, though. Even though I don't have enough to get this set up properly, I could put this here, and then if I had the proper medium, in this case, let's say I wanted something like a chicken, I could put dirt in there, and that would be its, like, grass or ground or something, or straw or hay. I can't remember which one it is that it uses, but you need to have an environment in there. Once you get that set, then you can take your DNA sampler and click in place. But if you do this right now, it says you need to set up an environment first. So that's what you need to look up: the ingredients that the mobs drop, find them, look at the caged entity, and then it'll tell you what that environment block specifically is for that specific mob you're looking to try and get the drops from. So I think next time I'm going to try and research how I can find or how I can get some kind of silk touch option, because that's the only way that I'm going to be able to get a deep turf block. Unless, of course, I'm fortunate enough to just be able to mine it up and it'll actually keep its turfy top. And I get deep soil. That's kind of regrettable. Well, yeah, definitely going to have to figure out some way of getting a silk touch option so that I can pick this up. Alright, so as the sun starts to set in the distance, I think that this is a good point to call it for this evening. I feel somewhat progressed, at least dimensionally. I think next time I'm going to have to get into some magic mods so that I can actually get the things that I am, I don't know, looking for, specifically Silk Touch. But otherwise, I've had a really good time. I hope you have too. If so, be sure to give a like, comment, subscribe. And as always, be sure to, you know, come visit us on Twitch, click the notification bell. And until next time, folks, I'll see ya.